I'ma keep it a bean. Stick to the script, every scene. This from last year, but they clean. Say to say, I'ma take something else, but it's winning team. Charlie Sheen, fam gang, the regime. I'm from Piney Green.
What's good, it's Shellitronnn here, but you can call me Shells, and I'm back out again with a brand new video. And to answer your first question, yes, this is the most American fit you've ever seen in your life. But let's get down to business here. Just today, Panthers have released their final injury report for the game in London against the Bucs, a rematch. We lost the last matchup. Christian McCaffrey kind of got stuffed. The whole offense got stuffed. It was a really strange game. But I got a feeling this time around it'll be a little bit different. But there are some kind of concerning things going on here. Now, before I get to Friday or today's injury report, or the final injury report, I want to talk a little bit about Thursdays because it's kind of interesting there as well. Thursday was a walkthrough, so it wasn't really like a real actual practice. But there are a few DNPs, guys, who did not play, which did worry me a little bit because it is a walkthrough. I thought to myself, why weren't these guys healthy enough to do a walkthrough? But getting to it right now, the DNPs on Thursday were Greg Little with a concussion, Christian Miller with an ankle, and Trey Turner with an ankle as well. Now the guys who were limited were Eric Reed, who had an ankle injury, Shaq Thompson, ankle, Mario Addison was just resting, Chris Manners had a concussion, and there are a couple guys who practiced fully, but were still kind of a little banged up. There was Dante Jackson, Brian Burns, Gerald McCoy, and Christian McCaffrey with his back after that flip. But it seemed like he was said in the press that all that talk about his back wasn't really a big deal. He said he's felt fine this whole time, so I have no worries about him not being able to play. But the list for Friday is kind of an issue. And even though the final injury report that came out just today has a lot less names for DNPs and limited guys, it does still give me cause to pause because there are a couple of names here that make me worry. Now, first off, the guys who are out are obviously Cam, Trey Turner, Greg Little, Christian Miller, and Latrell Jamerson. Christian Miller being out is a big deal. This might open up the door for F.A. Abada to get a few more snaps standing up. I would not be surprised if F.A. Abada got a lot more snaps. Marquise Haynes as well, who we haven't really heard his name all that much yet, so we'll see how that works out for him. But the real thing that worries me here is that Dennis Daly was listed with a groin injury out of nowhere. That's going to be a problem because there is a little bit of doubt of whether or not he can go on Sunday. And if Dennis Daly cannot go, remember, he's the backup left tackle. He is the third guy on our list right now. If he can't go, it'll probably have to be Darrell Williams back at left tackle, and then I think Tyler Larsen at right guard. That is not the greatest of situations here, especially going against Shaq Barrett, who really only has had 2 good games sack-wise, one against us, one against the Giants, who, look, they got Mike Rimmers, so you know how that go. I think Dennis will be fine, but there is a little bit of doubt about what his status actually is and what it's going to be on Sunday. So keep an eye out for that, especially for Kyle's sake and that ball security's sake, please. And the last thing I want to get to here is Cam. As you guys know, in the 3rd preseason game against the Patriots, he suffered a Liz Frank injury. And for a non-surgery kind of injury, for like a kind of minor Liz Frank injury, if there can be such a thing, it's a 6 to 8 week recovery. Now, if we count the 6 to 8 weeks from that week, from the Patriots game in the preseason, then right around the Titans or the Niners game will be around that 8 to 9 week mark. So he could possibly come back as soon as the beginning of November. But if we count the 6 to 8 weeks starting from right after that Bucs game, so starting at the Cardinals game on the 22nd, that being the first week, then we're probably looking more like the Titans or the Packers game on the 10th of November, because you do not want to bring him back right at the deadline saying, okay, the 6 weeks is right here, so bring him back immediately. The team wants him to have enough time to get to 100% and not just be healthy with his foot, but be back in football shape, because obviously he has not been running. He can't be doing that much cardio during all his time away. So he's not exactly in football shape, even if his foot is healthy around that time. So you want to give him another week, maybe 2 weeks to get used to playing at a certain speed and playing for long periods of time before you just throw him back into the fire there. So we understand how that's going to work. I wouldn't be surprised to see him come back against the Falcons on the 17th, because we know the Falcons are a bad team, and having him play there and perform will be a really good confidence boost, a really good, reintroduction to Cam. And as you guys know, we know perception is everything, and having him come back for a Falcons game rather than a Green Bay game can be a big difference. So I expect Cam to come back probably mid-November. I think it's probably a safe bet for him, though he could come back as soon as that Titans game, maybe even the Green Bay game. But we know what happened when Green Bay brought Aaron Rodgers back early from that injury. I think it was a collarbone injury in 2017, and everyone thought he was going to beat us. And then we put this man back in the dirt, made them put him back on IR. That man did not see the light of day again, and I would hate for that to happen to Cam. Let him come back in against a Falcons defense that really can't do nothing to nobody and is nothing and is nobody. Simple as that. He was at practice the other day, but he was in the bubble, so we don't really know exactly what he was doing, but we do know he was cited with the boot off very recently, so that's a really, really good sign for his recovery. Other than that, we do not know. I hope, and I gotta maybe even pray at this point, that the coaching staff and the front office leans more toward, caution and bringing Cam back not too early. Let him get healthy, and I really do think that this game, kind of late in the season, but the Falcons game on the 17th, gives him confidence. Going into that Saints game against Drew Brees, he'll be back as well. That'll be a really good 1 week buffer to see just how Cam looks and let this team roll a little bit because Kyle Allen doing a pretty good job game managing. Won't lie to you. That's all I got for you though, man. Let me know all your thoughts on the injury report, your thoughts on Dennis Daly maybe being out and having Darrell Williams play left tackle and Tyler Larson play right guard. And when do you think Cam Newton will be back? And honestly, do you think Cam will do a better job than Kyle Allen? Or what are your thoughts on Cam coming back at all? Is it going to be too soon? Too late? What do you think is going to happen when he's back? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. And you already know what to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.